So we're here at COP in Paris on Friday, and I am talking with Bishop Efraim Tendero, who is the Secretary General of the World Evangelical Alliance. Now, how many evangelicals do you represent worldwide?
Well, there's about 600 million evangelicals around the world.
That's a lot of us.
Yes.
And what is the position of the World Evangelical Alliance on climate change?
Well, the position officially is that we are engaged in climate change because, number one, this is part of our stewardship as people created in the image of God. This is one way to really give honor and worship to our God. He created this earth, a beautiful earth, and we need to take care of this earth that He has entrusted to us. And in relation to the Lord Jesus Christ, it says, Colossians 1 says that all things were created by Him, for Him, and
and through Him.
So it's important for us that when we glorify Jesus, that we take care of this earth that He has entrusted to us.
You have no idea how refreshing it is to hear that. Thank you. So you're from the Philippines.
Yes, I'm from the Philippines.
What impacts of climate change are you witnessing, are you seeing with your own eyes?
Well, in the last few years, we've had super typhoons. In fact, the strongest typhoon that hit the planet Earth hit the Philippines in November 8, 2013, Typhoon Haiyan, that killed more than 6,500 people. And then lost people's homes, more than 1 million homes destroyed. And so this is an immediate effect of climate change. And so actually I'm here also to call for climate justice because the Philippines emits only about 1% of carbon around the world. And yet we are one of the most vulnerable. And so we're calling for the top 10 carbon emitters of the world. Top 10 countries, they emit about 67%. And the top 2 are US and China, 42%. So we're calling them to reduce their carbon footprint, carbon emissions, in order that we can save this, not this planet, save our lives, save our people, save the future, save the children. It's important for us to address that.
That is the most important point because so many people feel like this is about saving the planet and it's about saving people.
No, it's the lives of the people. Can you imagine if the water level goes high by about 2 meters, then many of the islands in the Philippines will be underwater. Many of the coastlines will be underwater. And even Washington DC will be underwater.
Right.
So it's important for us to address this as a matter of human survival.
And that's exactly what we see. So as a scientist, I know that sea level is rising, that it's rising faster, twice as fast now as it was 100 years ago. And I also know that our hurricanes are getting stronger and the typhoons are getting stronger because as the ocean gets warmer, there's more energy available. And so that's why we've seen such record storms in recent years. Well, tell me something positive. What is the most encouraging What are the most encouraging solutions to climate change that you are seeing in the Philippines?
Well, in the Philippines, I initiated the interfaith dialogue on climate change, where we work with the government, we work with the business sector, with the international NGOs, and the different faith-based groups in the Philippines to say, we have a common agenda, we have a common problem, can we do something about it? And so in the area of climate adaptation, for example, we are now partnering with the government in the greening project, planting 1 million trees. More than, actually 1 billion trees is the goal.
1 billion trees?
Yes, that's the goal.
That's amazing.
1.6 million hectares of land that needs to be planted with trees. So greening is very important. In terms of the education and advocacy that the churches are engaged. And by the way, we brought the religious sector because we say there's a moral component to the climate change. It's not just about science.
Right.
When you talk about protecting human lives, when you talk about survival issue, there's an ethical foundation, ethical basis, and so the moral component is there. Then the engagement of the religious community in trying to do something to mitigate the adverse effects as well as to adapt to the situation. Planting mangroves also around the around the coastal areas. That's very important. And then trying to also put up, we have, listen to this,
Oh,
we
yeah?
have a firefly project.
Uh-huh.
And the firefly project is this, you know, you see these fireflies around?
Yeah.
And you see this little mosques, chapels,
Mosques and chapels.
churches, and all of those religious houses of religious activities. We are asking them to put up solar panel in the roof, so that when the priest would say, we believe in bringing to, reducing carbon footprint, and our electricity is coming from the
sun.
From the sun.
Exactly.
When the imam say that, or when the pastor say that, and so this Firefly project, and we're so glad that the Asian Development Bank is considering to give those churches and groups, and I talk with the businessmen to be able to access that, so that they can be the one to make this project, so that the churches and the mosques will be able to repay them back. So that's good. That's, you know,
Oh,
a
that's
little
fantastic.
project. Yes.
Yes.
And then the saving, you know, cleaning the steros, because we have to do our part. While we call on the big countries to do their part, we also need to do our part.
Each of us.
Yes.
Yes. I'm talking with Bishop Efraim Tendero. He is the Secretary General of the World Evangelical Alliance, and he represents over 600 million evangelicals around the world. So from talking about the issue of climate justice to sharing amazing examples of putting solar panels on all of the houses of worship in the Philippines, and wouldn't it be amazing if we saw that all around the whole world?
Yeah, yes.
There are all kinds of incredible things happening in the faith community. And I think that that's probably one thing that makes this COP different, is that the faith voices, which have been here before, are even stronger. Is that your experience?
Yeah. In fact, for the first time, they had a religious leader as part of the party from the Philippines.
Oh, really? This is his, so party overflow.
Yes, yes.
And you are actually an official member of the Philippine Delegation.
Philippine Delegation.
That's a change.
Yes, yes, yes. That's a change.
Yes.
Because before, you don't say a religious leader.
Right.
And I hope and I pray that there will be more religious leaders that will come. You know, yesterday I was in one of the press conference. I approached one of the scientists from India, and I said that, you know, it's just like having the four legs of a chair.
Right.
You have the government, the business, and then the civil society working together. We need to have the religious.
That's the fourth leg
of the chair.
Yeah.
And then he responded by saying, well, in our country, the religious leaders do not have that kind of credibility and integrity. I said that's an indictment for them, but it does not mean that everyone is like them.
Right.
And then he says, well, how can they contribute? I said, can I come back to you? And I say, the scientists also brought some of this problem of the credibility. You, the scientists, were the one who invented this fossil fuel and this fossil-based energy. Now you are trying to turn them away because you saw the destruction of that. So I said, scientists also can make mistakes.
We all can. Yes.
So, but I said, rather than putting the blame, let's work together.
Exactly.
Let's do something. You know, that we can make this world a habitable place. We don't want it to implode, that one day we cannot exist anymore in this creation that God has given to us.
And isn't that what we all want?
Yeah, you know, creation is God's gift to us. What we do to preserve and protect it is also our gift to God. Just like life is God's gift to us, but what we do with our life is our gift back to God. Therefore, we have to take care of what God has given us.
That's beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Kathy. Nice meeting you also.
You too.
It's so good to be able to interact.
It is.
A scientist to have that kind of perspective.
There are more scientists than you think that have this perspective. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. This video will be archived on Periscope for 24 hours, and after that it will be up on YouTube, so you can catch up with it later. Thanks.
Okay.